welcome back to the show. Now we're getting the second half of our interview. Hey, listeners, she saw who Delroy Lindo is. Do you want to tell the listeners you like Delroy Lindo? You're a fan
Yeah,
of Delroy
I
Lindo,
love
right?
him. I just didn't know his name, but I've been watching him forever. I've been
You
watching
just
him.
said,
He's like
"Oh, who's
that.
that? That's
Yeah,
Delroy."
I just know him, but he's
Is
like
Coming
that.
to America, is that the best comedy of all time? Do you think that's the best comedy of all time? It's the most versatile comedy of all time because
I would say so. I love Coming to America.
it's a
That
classic.
was different.
It's a
Yes, it
classic.
was hilarious.
When I found out how many actors Eddie Murphy was playing, I was like, "He's
He
man, this
played so many in there. So
chocolate.
he kind
What
of
was
set
it?
that
Chocolate.
trend.
What was
Sexy
it?
chocolate. Sexy chocolate. That's one of my
That
favorite
boy
quotes.
good. That boy
I told
good.
you that boy was
That
good.
boy
I told
good.
you. Tell me, we like the change. What was it? We like
Why
the
don't we
change that
have
change.
events like that in the community where it's like a Thursday night like talent show and we have the whole we should have something like that. Why
Because
don't we
they're
have that?
talented people.
It's like we should have like a Thursday like I think somebody should put that together. You know what I mean? I think somebody should put that together.
Like talent show as far as comedians.
Like just in the community like rappers, music, just a
Right,
whole thing,
right.
like a whole like spiel, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
That would be something to have at like the 850 Center.
Oh yeah,
Bill
that'll be dope.
Marshall. I think he could pull it out.
Oh, he would kill that. He would
But
kill that.
Coming to America is, yeah, top tier.
It's so good.
Top tier.
We're going to get to listeners. We're going to get to a show. We're going to do a comparison show later about what show is
Right.
actually better. But I wanted to get to you know, why do you think spending is such a struggle for kind of the American society and especially Black people in general?
A status thing. For Black people, I feel like for Black people, I think we feel like we have a lot to prove to people because
Yeah,
we've always been looked at as the minority, not important. And a lot of people haven't got to a place where they realize that wealth is time freedom.
yeah,
Wealth is a peace of mind. It's not clothes, it's not nice cars. That's nice, but that's not
true.
a peace of mind. So that's what I think it is. It's just trying to keep up. And a lot of people, until you get to a certain place mentally, you feel like that makes you who you are.
Yeah.
And
Is that? I mean, sometimes it's like when I mean, what would Patrick Mahomes be without playing football? What would LeBron be without playing basketball? Like sometimes what you make is like it's not like you're saying that's everything, but it's like I mean it is what helps you survive. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
the fact that I can.
but you don't have to spend it, you don't have to look it, if that makes sense. I'd rather have it and know I have it than to look it and really don't have it.
Yeah, that's very
And
true.
that's the mentality of a lot of Black people, especially younger Black people and older too, but Black people in general, we just feel like we gotta look a certain way
Yeah.
as opposed to really being a certain way. Because I shop at the
Right.
thrift store. I like the thrift store, but I
Oh,
come from
word?
nothing. Yeah, this came from the thrift store, and this Liz Claiborne. I just like different clothes. I like different stuff, but I come from nothing. So, what some people look at as like success for me is when I left Baptist, I'm 47. I left like Baptist 4 or 5 years ago, and I paid my house off.
You
That's
worked at
success for
Baptist?
me. I worked at Baptist for 5 years. I was always in medical care. I worked at Sacred in physician billing and coding for
That's why
10
you look so
years.
familiar. That's why you look so familiar.
I worked at Sacred for 10 years and I worked at Baptist for 5. And once I started my credit business, my ex was like, get to a number financially. And when you get to
Mm.
that number, I want you to step out on faith and I want you to quit. And I did. And I pulled my retirement and I paid my house off. And then the
Mm.
next week, I went and got an Audi because I always wanted an Audi growing up. And I paid it off in 22 months.
Mm.
So the money is there for people. We just, people just don't know how to structure it and use it. So,
You have any
but for me,
medical?
success
Do you have any
is
medical
time freedom.
stories? Yeah, for sure. Do you have any medical like what's it like being like in the working in the medical field?
No,
Is
I
it
just
like
did billing. I didn't want to do it.
oh, you said billing.
My
Oh, you're one
stomach
of
isn't,
those.
yeah, I was a billing and coding. My stomach isn't for weak people. Now, my sister is a surge tech, but no.
Yeah, this is totally makes sense. I totally could see Miss Tara at the front as the billing. Gosh, everything about you is making sense now. Everything about you is making sense. All right, what's your I can just see you doing it all.
Right.
Anyways, what's the last question? Last question I wanted to get to. So what would be your advice kind of like what motivates you to keep going? Like what's the thing that keeps you going to like do what you're doing and get so many people to follow the advice you have?
to make sure people are good, because a lot of people want better, they just don't know how to get to better.
Yeah,
And a lot of people feel like it's intimidating and they can't do it when you really can do it.
for sure.
But the way it's presented to the world is, oh, you got to be super wealthy, you got to have this, that's no, you don't. You just got to know how to make money work.
Hmm.
You make money work, that's it.
Hmm.
Make your money work for you.
Definitely. And lastly, like, do you have any advice for like young entrepreneurs? Because I have some people who I used to like go to church with and friends that they're like entrepreneurs now. They're obviously I'm a creative, but do you have any advice for like young entrepreneurs and creatives who are like just going and going and going, but also they need to like know how to manage? Because like you said, I want to get a new podcast mic, but I also know that this mic is good, but it's just not the
Right.
level of like what I see some other podcasters do.
I would say invest, if you're going to spend money, spend it on something that's going to make you more money.
Mm,
So invest in the microphone, invest in your time of taking some podcast classes, invest in something that's going to bring you a return.
yeah,
Clothes are nice, shoes are nice, it fades. And if you get to a certain point financially, buy whatever you want.
yeah.
So I would say invest in your future, because it's like me growing up, we just didn't have a lot of, like, I didn't see, I'm sure it was going on, but I didn't see podcasts and so many different opportunities for people to go out and really make their own money. I just assumed you had to be a teacher, a nurse, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
so
And
different. There's streamers. There's Blackboy Max. There's Kai Sanat. Like these
right.
kids, they see what they see as a full-time job is just you sitting in your couch with a mic, headphones, just streaming. So, oh, that's the way to do it. Like, but
And
they actually put in work. Like they know what they're
right,
doing. They're not just like doing anything.
right. And see, as an entrepreneur like me, if I don't work, I don't eat.
Yeah.
So I would say
And Miss Carr
still
wants to
keep
eat.
your
Miss Carr wants
job.
to eat that filet mignon. Miss Carr wants to eat that filet mignon. That filet mignon with the truffles, right? Like filet mignon?
I do.
She had to think about it.
I like collard greens too.
What Soul Food was the
Oh, I
movie?
love soul food.
You like the movie Soul
Yes,
Food? That
yes,
was a classic, wasn't it? That was a
yes. Soul food
classic.
was a
When
classic
she
coming
found
to
out who was
America.
she, he was she. Like what?
Soul
What?
food was a classic coming to America. What was the one where she had the man in the tub blowing the bubbles? What what movie was that?
Oh,
Thin line between love and hate.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
classic.
I still need to watch Waiting to Exhale.
That was a classic. It was
I
good.
haven't watched it.
Waiting to Exhale was good because they had all the, you got Whitney Houston,
Do you like The Bodyguard?
Angela Bassett. I did. But
Bodyguard was
fun fact, but not really. She said that's when she got into drugs real heavy because
yeah,
America wanted her to be this American sweetheart. And she come from rough, like
yeah. She's like, I don't know
rough
how to do
life.
this.
And she
Yeah.
said she couldn't handle it. It was too much for her.
Fame is just such a net. I don't even. It's just I couldn't handle that type of fame. That's at that
No.
level of you know what Prince literally at some point you know what Prince did. He put slave on his face because he was like,
Yeah.
I'm a slave to the music
Hmm.
industry. It's like
Right.
I'm stuck to this. I
Right.
can't do anything.
I think
You know
Michael Jackson was too. I
he
don't think
was,
they were
yeah.
really happy. Like it at some point it got to be where it was a job and not what they really wanted to do. And my top
But
three
when
are
is
Michael
that?
Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston. Like
But
that's my top three.
is it just? But do you think it's when the artist? Because to me, I review music sometimes. I do certain albums, but like, do you think it's when an artist becomes like at what point is it like, oh, like you're no longer doing this for fun? Like, do you think it's just when they become like a household name? You know, like
I think it's when not even so much a household name because all of them had been a household name. I think it has something to do with whoever the record label was and whoever was over them because they
yeah.
were all house. Michael Jackson was a household name from a kid. Prince was a household name from Purple Rain. Whitney Houston was a household name.
I mean,
So
talk about a Super Bowl halftime performance, like an actual good one, not like a put yourself to sleep one.
right. Yeah, they were like I think it was just the beings, whoever were behind them, they just pushed them and it was too much.
Yeah,
You'll never have another Michael Jackson. I don't care who we'll never have another one.
I mean Drake.
No, he ain't Michael Jackson. He'll never be. There'll never be another Michael Jackson. I don't think anybody can
I
compete with him.
think, but you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's the Michael Jackson of this era. He's not the level, but every person, I promise you, every
Right,
QP's classmates,
right,
my
right,
friends, your mama's,
right.
they know who Drake is because
Yes,
he's
yes,
just so popular. Like
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like just in like, oh Drake's on. Oh, yeah, I know Drake. Like you don't
Yeah,
even
he's
have to
like
like be.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's I mean, he's that guy. He's been like he was hot when I was in middle school.
right.
Like like he was like with the
Yeah,
grassy
he's like
level.
that. I like him. I like his music. I
Yeah.
like how he just came in and like wrecked the game because he's
And Wayne gave him the cosign. That Wayne cosign.
Wayne
That's
is
why
that.
Wayne's the GOAT. That's why Wayne's the GOAT. Wayne
Wayne
said
is that.
that Canadian, yeah, bring him on. And he
Yeah,
changed. Yeah, come on.
absolutely. But
That's the
he
best.
ain't messing with Wayne now.
Oh no, absolutely
The
not.
old Wayne.
The
The
old Wayne,
old
not the
Wayne.
new Wayne. Yeah, the old Wayne. I listen to his mixtapes like every week. Like, yeah,
Yeah, he
Wayne
ain't
is
that.
just
Wayne is up there with the greatest. He really
he
is.
is like he's. And you know
He is
what? He doesn't
with
even
it.
remember his some of his lyrics. He'll be like, "Yeah, I wrote that. I don't remember
I
that."
can believe it.
Like
All the drugs he owned, hell, drugs and drinking. Lil Wayne living a rock star life. I
rock
mean, he put in the work
star.
to do that though.
He can do it though. He can
He
do it
put in
though.
the work to do that though. But
I just hate because like I'm more so a fan of the rappers who live the common. I'm a big Common fan. I
I
just like
like
rappers
him.
who are like who actually are like respectable outside of and not just living a life that's just like you could really wreck it and you know what I mean.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like Common's an actor. He's does all these
right.
different things. I just like when rappers are more versatile with their lifestyle. I think
Even Drake is versatile. I don't think
yeah,
Drake
yeah.
is like
Oh
Lil
no,
Wayne
no.
just
Drake can host Saturday Night Live and do it.
right,
He's very articulate. He hosted the
right.
ESPYs. Like he's well versed. Like he
Oh,
can be in a wide
absolutely.
audience of yeah,
Yeah,
he knows what to
he
do.
is. Wayne just put in the work to where he's like, I can do what I want to do, baby.
Yes,
And
pants
he
sagging,
can.
cool.
He got to let up off the drugs and stuff.
For sure, for sure.
What about
Now,
Tupac?
I actually like Tupac more than I did before because I'm such a East Coast fan, East Coast rapper
Okay.
fan. I like Biggie,
Yeah.
Nas.
See, I don't think Biggie was as good as Tupac. And
I
I mean,
feel
I'm
Pac's
saying lyric
lyrics
wise.
more, yeah, but I feel what Pac is saying. I feel like the pain
Yeah.
in what Pac is saying.
Lyric
Like,
wise,
yeah,
lyrically wise,
lyrically, it's no
Tupac was that.
match.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, like, from I just the pain, I'm like, man, I just feel what Pac is saying. You can
And he
just
was
feel it.
young. He
Yeah.
was young. He did not look or he did not seem his age. He was well beyond his
That's what
age.
I'm saying. It's like he had lived so much life and he was only 25.
He was
And I
25
watched
years old.
the Pac and Mike Tyson because he was a big Mike Tyson fan. They were
Hmm.
friends, but the night he died, that was the night he went to go see him the Mike Tyson fight.
Hmm.
And they performed there and he said, "Hey man, I'm gonna see you after." And then
That's
that
it.
but that's where the Drake and Kendrick beef, I'm glad it didn't go to that because I mean, well
Right.
somebody did get shot, like Drake's security guard, but it almost got to a point where I was like, "Yo, this is not that serious."
Yeah, it's
You know what
not.
I mean? Well, what was said was serious because I'm like, I mean, Drake was called the worst thing you can be called, but it's like,
What
do you
was it
think
called?
what?
What was it called?
He
A
was called a
female?
pedophile. He was called a pedophile. Like Kendrick called him a pedophile.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm like, that's like, again,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I've heard some stories about Drake talking to younger women, but I mean, I
Hmm.
don't. I mean, time will tell if he's
Right.
that type of way. But it's just like those guys are too big to be doing something that's gonna like
Right.
take you out. Like, we never got to see Pac and Biggie grow old.
Right.
God forbid if something happened to Drake, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just they're too important for the culture.
Right. Right. I like Kendrick though. I
I
like
like
Kendrick.
Kendrick too, but I think that Kendrick, I think Not Like Us is like one of them. It's probably the most influential diss song ever, but it's also like very like gimmicky. Like you're calling somebody a person that he's not and they're making
Right.
that an anthem. Like you know what I mean? Like that's somebody's like
Right.
reputation. That's somebody's like life on the line. You're
Because
saying
I
like,
like a
oh
lot of his other songs that really
yeah.
hit. So yeah.
Because I'm like, I think Kendrick was being somebody who he wasn't. Like when I hear that, I'm
On
like,
that
that's not.
song,
Yeah,
because he goes real deep
yeah.
usually.
He usually goes. I'm like, this is not Kendrick. Like this is.
Right.
I want like some like, yo, Mr. Morale like therapy rap. That's what I want from
Right.
Kendrick. I don't want like just. He's not the bop guy. Like Drake, that Drake makes the bops. Like you're
Right.
not
Right.
like
Yeah.
Drake makes the and Drake can rap his butt off too. Like don't like
Oh yeah, he
I think Drake
can.
is an underrated rapper.
Yeah.
But I just like I want Kendrick to go back. Just let the beef go. You beat the king, but just let the beef go.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you think Drake has like? Do you think he still everybody still looks at him the same after that?
I think he's got to drop like an undeniable summer album
He
because
has to.
he's got to like bro, you got to like you no
You got to bounce
features.
back.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
to like make. such a you got to almost make like a nothing was the same take care type album. You got to like
Right.
make us forget what happened because you really have to shut the summer down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he's talking about this album is gonna, which I'm a big Drake fan. I want him to make another classic album. He doesn't have to, but just at least make something that makes us forget what happened last summer. Because like last summer, Kendrick like tore him up.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna ever forget it, but
I not
he
forget
definitely
it, but
can.
I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
he can
like
bounce back.
I'm on TikTok. I know who the ladies are listening to, and it's Drake. You got
Right.
to get them back on your side. Like it's just like that's, and I don't think they're listening to Kendrick, but I'm just saying like what happened last summer was just that was bad. That
What
was
do you think
bad.
about Eminem?
I like Eminem. I'm not
Hmm.
like a huge Eminem fan because
Yeah.
he's kind of quirky to me. Like he's just some of his lyrics I'm just like he's kind
He
of weird.
goes deep sometime though.
He does.
He has
He does
going
go
deep.
weak.
So yeah.
Yeah, he does go deep.
He's got
Yeah.
a lot of issues, but I actually like his music.
Because I know I got to listen to his last album he dropped. I haven't been keeping up with new albums as much.
Yeah, I
Like
don't keep up with this stuff, but I know
yeah.
he's kind of like on a he's
Hey,
good.
I want to say this though. The guy who never misses, Chris Brown. Chris Brown never misses. He has
Never,
never dropped a bad album. I'm like, I don't get it.
never.
Why don't we just let him? I know what he did was wrong, but
Yeah,
why don't
but
we just let him do a
Jesus,
Super
let it
Bowl?
go.
Why
It's
don't we just let him do a Super Bowl? Like, just
yes.
go off. Like, this guy doesn't miss. Like, he
Yeah,
does
he does
not
not miss.
miss.
He has the effect of Michael Jackson. He
That's
really
he
does.
act. No, he does. He actually does. He has the
He
effect of Michael Jackson.
definitely
He just
does.
doesn't have the image, the right image that
Right. But as far as an artist, and I can tell he's maturing, but I've been a fan. Like he's that dancing, like he is like that.
like me and Ty were talking about it at like a wedding, and they were playing a Chris Brown song. He said, "Bro, why does Chris Brown never make any bad music? Like, he don't
Yeah,
make any
never,
bad music.
never.
He's just like dance hall. It don't matter. Like R&B, deep. Like he has 100 unreleased songs on his computer. He said like 100 unreleased songs. I'm like, bro, just please, just you can drop 100 song mixtape in this. I'll listen to it.
Right.
You're not gonna miss. Like,
I want to go to one of his concerts, but I would have to be sitting close up because
mhm.
I actually like his music and his dancing.
Are you gonna go to Usher concert and have him feed you cherries?
Usher is like that. Where did I see Usher? Did I see,
Did you see the video with the
with the
church
girl,
woman?
she made him. He was like, okay, yeah, the one girl who he
That's
kept.
crazy.
Usher is like that though.
If Usher
Usher's
came
been
up to
like
you
that.
and say, "Yo, Miss Tara, I'm gonna feed you some cherries," what would you do? If he's gonna feed you some cherries, would you be like, "Yeah," or would you be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good."
Either or. I mean, he's attractive. I like him. He's a talented
See, I
artist.
like that. I like that about you. You're not a fangirl. You're not a fangirl. See, I see
No,
so
no,
many
no,
girls like, "Oh my gosh, Usher." I'm like,
no, no.
okay,
Mm-mm. No, but he's talented. He's there. Usher got some hits. He's out there.
for
And I
sure.
think Chris Brown is like his not protege, but like as close to
Who
because
would you
Usher
listen
is like
to?
that.
Who would you listen to more? See, I would listen to Chris. I mean, Chris Brown's more of my generation, but
I'm probably both equally, probably
yeah,
about 50-50. Yeah, because both of them got hits.
yeah, for
Now
sure.
that residuals, and that's an old song.
That like, where did that come from?
He did,
That
and I'm like, this has been out. He
it's
did that.
been out.
That's been out for over a year. That song is
Dang,
old.
it's hitting the radio. Every time I hear it, I'm like, man, it takes me
It's the
back.
beat in his
It takes
voice.
me
I said,
back
he
to
did
like
that.
it takes me back to people to girls I don't even miss anymore. I'm like, man, I was just like, he's like making me emotional.
And I like Rihanna with ASAP Rocky.
Oh gosh.
She's in
I like Rihanna. ASAP Rocky to me is just he just needs to like get his life together. He just needs to get his life together.
what is he doing?
He almost went to prison for like a
Yeah,
gun possession. Like
yeah, he was
he
thugged
needs to
out. But
like
she's thugged out. She's
yeah,
thugged out.
like bro, you
Yeah,
got two kids. You can't be doing that. Like I just
yeah.
that's the issue I have with rappers. It's like, bro, like you're too wealthy to be doing that stuff. Like
Because if
Meek
I was
Mill as
wealthy,
well.
you
Like
wouldn't hear from me.
Meek Mill is about that. Like Drake said, like when he was in that beef with Meek Mill, he's like, yo, Meek Mill is about that life. Like he was going like he could take it there, but he's like all these other rappers, they're not really like Pusha T. He wasn't gonna do anything. Like these guys that they say they'll do, and I'm not saying I'm
Okay,
not
no, no.
saying
But
like
I like Pusha T rap. He can rap.
he can.
I think he can rap. Yeah.
I just no he's a great rapper. Like,
Mhm.
but it's just I know what he's gonna rap about. It's
Right.
gonna be coke rap.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah.
gonna be, and it's gonna sound great.
Right.
It's the same thing. Like he's not gonna switch
Right.
it up. He's not gonna sing. He's like I'm not singing.
No.
I'm
No,
gonna
he's not.
rap. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm just like my thing with him and the beef with Drake. I was like you literally just revealed that he had a kid, and I'm like, okay, Drake had a kid. Cool. Like
Right,
that was it. That was the only thing that made him win, like the beef. Like
right.
with Drake, you have to go like to beat him. You got to like
Yeah,
either find something in his past, but to just beat him it's gonna be tough.
yeah, he
It's
is
gonna be tough.
like that.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like
gonna be
that.
tough.
I do like him. He's like that.
Do you have a favorite R&B girls group? Do you like TLC, SWV?
Between those two, TLC.
Really?
Hmm. I'm not a
Dang.
real sappy person.
Oh, I thought you were sappy. Never mind.
No, not at all.
I can
So I'm
kind of
more
tell
left
that.
eye than anybody else in the group.
In Vogue? Like In Vogue?
Vogue was like that.
Escape?
Escape was good. They got good songs.
Mary
But the
Mary?
thing is with Escape, I like the Scott sisters, the two Scott sisters, because they can blow. I just like
Mm,
people who can blow. Like
mm.
Leandria Johnson. Oh, she bad.
Sheesh.
Faith. Faith can sing.
Oh, Faith is
She's
dope.
nice. Brandy actually has a nice voice.
Yeah,
Brandy
Brandy,
has a
Brandy's dope.
very
I
angelic
lost
voice.
I lost some respect for Jack Harlow when he said he didn't know who he didn't listen to any Brandy music. I was like, bro, I like Jack. Don't get me wrong. I rock with Jack, but like,
Um,
you gotta listen to Brandy, man. You gotta listen to Brandy.
yeah, Brandy's voice is very nice. Faith's voice
Listeners,
is
by the way,
very
this
nice.
has become like a full music segment. So,
Right.
but
Look, I
but
don't know about sports. I don't like I
yeah, no, no, I
watch
feel you.
sports.
Well, you should
No
watch
sport.
whatever your son watches.
Yeah, no, I just watch him play. I've never
So what do
watched
you
any
watch? Like,
basketball
what do you
game.
watch? Like just what show do you binge watch? What's when you sipping your wine? What you watching?
Martin, I don't drink wine. I drink Crown, but I drink. Oh, I do. I drink. Wine is gonna put me to sleep. Crown puts me to sleep too. But no, like Martin. Yeah, I just put Martin on, and I really don't binge watch anything.
You don't watch anything new?
I
Do
watch
you watch Love
Survival
is
of
do you
the
watch Love is
Thickest.
Blind?
No, mm-mm.
Mm, I love Love. I
I
like Love
watched
is Blind.
Survival of the Thickest. That was
Am
good.
I more sappy than you?
Probably so. You watch Love Is Blind, and yeah, I don't.
She's gonna cook me and QP on this.
No, but that's good. I think as a man, because a lot of men don't know how to be in touch
That
with
is
their.
the thing. I am very like, listen, I'm very different because like I know like you got to be tough as a man, but I also don't mind tapping into my emotions. I don't. You know
You
what I mean?
should though,
Yeah.
because if you're gonna have a spouse or girlfriend, you're supposed to. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And even her, she's supposed to tap into things. You know what I'm saying? So I watch. What did I binge watch? Just Survival of the Thickest. That was good. Look, you probably would like that. You and your girlfriend probably would like that. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. Very down to earth. Survival of the Thickest and something else I was binge watching. But I'll put Martin on in the background and just have it playing. It's like Jerome,
Okay.
Shanae, his mama. Like he
Well,
just
well, well,
played
well,
so many
last
people.
last thing, like so some of like the great sitcoms, Good Times,
Oh, absolutely.
Jeffersons,
Yep.
Sanford and Son. Were you a Sanford and Son fan?
Yes.
Sanford and Son.
Red Fox.
Um,
Yeah.
what else? Good
You
Times.
know,
Were you good? Were you no not Good
good
Times?
time.
Family Matters. Family Matters.
Yeah, I did like Family
Family
Matters.
Matters.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cosby Show.
Steve, I like Cosby Show.
I think
I
Cosby
love the
Show is
Cosby
like
Show.
I think it's skill. Like I know,
Oh, it's
and again, I,
classic.
I do want to say like I know some people have like stopped watching it because of Cosby, but I don't.
But the
I'm
show
not
is the show.
supporting. Yeah, I'm not supporting the fact
Right.
that he was a monster. I'm
No,
just saying
it's
that I
the
love the.
show was the
It's
show.
it's like okay, you see a black family who's super successful. The dad is a physician. Like it was like the perfect black family. It's
And they
like
were
wow,
down to
they're
earth
yeah,
still and still had a little
exactly.
good in them, especially the mom. So I
Oh
like,
yeah, she's like, yeah, I can, yeah.
yeah,
It
I
just
like that
it
show.
made you like some. I know some dudes who say, bro, like Bill Cosby was like my second dad. You know what I mean?
It
Or my
made you
only
believe
dad.
that Black people could be
Could achieve,
successful
yeah,
and still happy and just a real family.
for
Yeah,
sure. It
yeah.
was it was amazing. What I think I relate to them more than the Banks because the Banks they were uppity. They were
Oh
like,
yeah,
yo,
no,
I got a
I didn't
I
really
got a
like that.
butler like like what like
Yeah,
y'all are different rich. Y'all are like a
yeah.
different rich. Like
It wasn't real relatable,
it was
except
like I
for
can't
like
relate to
Will
this
Smith.
life.
Yeah, Will Smith
Will
is
was the
one.
real
Yeah,
one. He was the real one. He's like,
yeah,
hey, what are y'all doing? Like what is this? Like
yeah.
y'all black and y'all got a butler. Like
Now
what
Will
the
Smith
heck?
is like that.
He
Will Smith
is.
is like
Yeah.
that.
Did
He
you
is
like his
not
last
great.
album?
never really listened to his music. I just like his movies and stuff.
Hmm.
I saw him dancing with his mom yesterday on Instagram. She looks good. And I think she's like 72.
Yeah,
He still looks good.
he does that. He's and
Yeah.
I did you ever like this is the last thing, but I mean obviously we know what he did. The slapping him slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars a couple years ago. Like, do you remember that?
He doesn't get along with Chris Rock.
Nah, so like back in 2022 or 2023, Chris Rock made a joke about Jada being bald as a G.I. Jane, and
Mhm.
Will Smith just walked up to the stage and he slapped Chris Rock. And he said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." And everybody was like, and he's
Oh,
banned from the Oscars for a decade. He can't go
and
for
he
a
don't give
decade.
a damn.
And he doesn't
He don't
care,
need the
but
Oscars. Y'all need him.
oh, for sure. But it also was like It also, and again, this is like a thing. Maybe that when your son is on, we can talk about as black men. Like, there's an aggression thing where Denzel said, "Hey, like at your highest moment, the devil comes for you." He's like,
Hmm.
you had a lapse in judgment. Like he was gonna. It was the night he won his first Oscar as King Richard. So that his whole night was tainted because he slapped
Right.
the host. So he couldn't even enjoy the win, and it's just
No.
like, you know what I mean? So it's just like I don't know. I think it's very interesting that the last few years we've seen black men beef. We've seen Stephen A. and LeBron beef. We've seen
Hmm.
Drake and Kendrick beef. We see like these high profile black men who have everything beef with each. I'm like, why? Like, why are we? It's just I don't know.
You never see
It's a deep
Denzel.
perception. But Denzel, he's my goat. Denzel is my
Oh,
goat. Like Malcolm
absolutely.
X,
Now I love Denzel. That's
he
probably
doesn't
my
miss.
favorite actor.
I
Love
think he's
him.
the best. I think his life has just been like he's just killed it.
Oh yeah, and he
Like
carries himself so well.
so, it's like he almost carries himself like a pastor. Like man, it's just like
Yeah, but he can be anybody. If like he can
yeah.
relate and be anywhere.
Top three Denzel movies? What would it be? See, mine would
Training
be
Day,
Training Day is
definitely
one,
Training Day.
Malcolm X is two,
Malcolm X.
and what's my third one? It probably would be Mo Better Blues. I think Mo Better Blues is a classic.
I don't know
But
about
I'm a
Malcolm.
big American Gangster fan. American, he killed that. He
Oh
did that with Frank
yes,
Lucas. I was like,
yeah,
he did
he
that. He did
did.
that.
He
Frank
did that on
Lucas,
Training
like
Day. They said the
he
when
said,
he
either
came
you
home.
somebody or you nobody, and
Yeah,
he killed your baby your baby man Idris Elba. He killed your black your dark skinned assassin.
he was so fine. But he ain't got nothing on he don't have nothing on Denzel. And that part when he said Pelican Bay, all that, that was improvised. It wasn't in there.
Oh, I could tell too. I was like, yeah, that ain't
He
no
did that.
you.
He
Are
did.
you a fan of the movie Moonlight?
I don't what who is in it?
Mahershala Ali, a dark skinned king.
Who is Mitch Ali?
Oh, you gonna be
Who is it?
Mahershala Ali. See, she gonna
Herschel?
Mahershala.
What's the movie?
It's called Moonlight, and I think when you see this, do you have Hulu?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna love this movie. I think I would highly
Oh,
recommend it.
him.
Yeah,
I like him. He's a good actor. Now he ain't attractive, but he's a good actor. Yeah, he plays a lot of good roles too. Or
so
is it a good movie?
no, it's a classic. I'm telling, it's one of the
Okay.
best movies of the last. I think you would really like it.
I like
And
him though.
yeah,
He plays in some good movies. I didn't know his name. See, I don't keep up with people's names. I just know them.
is it weird to you how much I remember about different people? How I'm a brainiac, how I can remember all these different things?
No. Well, they're all important. I don't know if I remember.
Am I a nerd to you? Close it out. Am I a nerd?
I don't think so. I
How
think
would you
you're
describe
very
me? How would you describe me?
well-rounded. I don't get nerd from you. I think you're very cultured and very well-rounded. I don't get nerd at all.
Think I'm a
You just
square?
study a lot. No, I don't get square.
Dang, I just want her to diss me once, but she's not gonna diss me. That's crazy.
If I thought you were square, I'd say it, but I don't. I think you're well-rounded and in touch with, I think you can do good in any group, any age, male, female, white, black,
Mhm.
any age. And that's a good thing
Anytime
though.
you have anytime you have a meeting, anytime you have a new a speaker presentation, hey, just invite me. I'll show up. I'll show up. I'll be like, yo, Miss Tara, I'm here.
And you're just,
I'm here. I'll just be in the back. I'm here.
do you know Sammy well? Do you know Sammy?
I don't.
You put me in the mind of him. He's albino. There's not too many people in Pensacola.
Oh, I think I have met him.
That's my good friend, and you remind me a lot of him. It's like he knows his shit, for lack of better words, like on any corner. But
Yeah.
he's well rounded and still,
Yeah, when I met him, I was like, yeah, he knew a lot. He was
oh
kind
yeah,
not a lot of guys can school me, but he knows
yeah,
his thing.
very intelligent, very driven, young. He's 28.
Same
No,
age as me.
no, he's 25.
Okay.
I think he's
Wow.
25 or 26. Yeah, he's younger than him, but he knows
Gosh, I'm
his
old.
stuff.
Okay, gosh, I'm old.
I'm 47. I'll be
And,
48 in a few
and
weeks.
you look like you like 31.
So be glad that you don't look too bad.
What's your how old do I look?
Probably like 23, 24.
What's your secret to looking young? What's your secret?
Honestly,
I'm kidding.
can I curse?
No, no.
Oh, not giving the F
Okay.
bomb about a lot of stuff because I don't stress about what I can't control. And I will be honest, that comes from my mom leaving at 3 years old. And it just kind of set the tone that, hey, nothing is really concrete.
Mhm.
So I'm an emotionally detached person. And I think to a certain point, that's good because like you can't change a lot of stuff. So why even care about it? And I've lost a child. That's another thing. I
Oh,
lost a
yeah.
child. He was 14 in 2012. He had a brain tumor. So it's just like me growing up, no mom, being shifted from place to place. It just made me hard. I'm in a softer era now, but it's just like I don't hold on to things or I don't try to control things. It is
That's what I
what it
should do.
is.
I try to control things too much. I
And
gotta
it will
stop.
stress you out.
Gotta
It
let
will
it
stress you
loose.
out.
Gotta let it loose.
Yeah, you worry yourself to death.
Two things. Um, have QP watch Hoop Dreams before he's on the
Mhm.
podcast, and you watch Moonlight. You watch
You say
Moonlight.
before he comes on,
Yeah, please, because I need to ask him what he thinks about
he
that.
might have watched it. I'm gonna ask him when we get on.
But also watch
Yeah, I'm
Moonlight.
gonna watch Moonlight.
So beginning listeners, beginning of May or begin whichever one she wants, beginning of May or beginning of June. Trying to have her amazing, talented uh son, basketball player, future Steph Curry. Who does he like? Who's his favorite player? Okay. Wow. You don't know a lot about your son, do
I do
you?
about personal stuff. I don't care about sports, please. I
Miss
don't
Tara, all seriousness, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
know. I love this. I
This
enjoyed
didn't even
it.
feel like an interview, but I really appreciate it. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to tell the listeners to look up for? Anything?
TML Credit Consulting. Get your
TML.
credit straight and keep it straight. You live very well off of good credit. You just do. And business credit. I think a lot of business owners don't. It's just like even you with your podcast, you can now, as long as you have an LLC and an EIN, you can be building business credit. And it's not hard to build business credit. So credit, it's just really learn how to budget your money and credit because you can work somewhere and be living better than a person who's making $1 million. It's not what you make, it's how you budget it and what you keep.
Mhm. That's
So
a fire background, by the way, that you have. Is that where is it, you know?
Amazon, that's like a little, yeah, that's where I want to be.
Okay, okay, whatever.
So until I get
I'm
there, I got
so
to fake it
out. I'm
till I
so
make it.
out.
I like your background too. Who is that? Is that your dad? Right there. That is
Absolutely
your dad.
not. It's Goodfellas, my favorite movie ever, Goodfellas, and Michael Jordan, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I saw Michael Jordan.
And
Goodfellas is with
Goodfellas, it's
Robert De Niro.
And Ooh, talk your talk, Ray Liotta. Talk
Yeah.
your talk.
Oh,
I'm a
I like Ray
mafia.
Liotta now. And I like, yeah, those are now there are some actors too. They're good actors.
You like Ray Liotta?
Hmm. I do.
You watch Goodfellas?
I've seen
It's a
Goodfellas.
classic. It's a
Yeah.
classic.
It's a lot of movies that are classics.
So
Harlem
you like
Nights.
Godfather?
Yeah, I like Godfather.
You know the last thing I'll say, gosh, this is the longest like interview ever. I'm so sorry, listeners, but she's
They'll
like
enjoy
family.
it. They'll enjoy it.
She's like family. But hey, on the weekend, people can just binge watch this interview. You know,
Right.
binge watch this interview. But I'm gonna say the thing I like about The Sopranos, all those shows, is like, and The Godfather is the fact that it's a focused on family. Like
Right.
it's a family business. Like it's like, oh, you can't like Michael told his brother, you can't take sides against the family. You can't take
Right.
sides against the family. And that's like
Right.
I come from a family business, so
And a lot of people don't realize that it's like family is family. Friends are nice, but family is family.
that's their blood.
Have you watched Harlem Nights before?
Yes, yes,
That's classic.
it's a classic.
That's classic
Don't
and
try to school me.
hilarious.
Don't try to school me. I know myself. I know myself.
You do. Because a lot of stuff I don't know, but
I Most 28-year-olds, trust me, they do not watch the movies. I watch a lot of old movies. I watch like Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock,
where
The
you're
Birds.
oh, did you watch what is it with the guy? Red Rum? Is it Red Rum? With Jack Nicholson?
Oh, what is it called?
Red Rum. You gotta watch that. Jack Nicholson is like that.
Oh, he is. I know. I still need to watch Chinatown. I still have not watched Chinatown.
I haven't watched Chinatown. Yeah, Jack Nicholson is like that. He's great.
Red Rum.
Oh yeah, if you like dark stuff, right up yeah.
But isn't that, wait, isn't that the, you sure it's not called The Shining?
Oh, is it? Yeah, when they
Oh,
talk
The
about
Shining. I need to actually watch. I'm gonna watch that tonight. The Shining.
yeah, The Shining. I'm gonna watch The Moonlight tonight.
Tell me what you think.
QP. I wanted to ask him who his favorite player was. He was QP. He probably won't hear me.
Okay.
He's listening to rap. That's a good thing.
Okay. 21 Savage? 21, 21, 21.
No, I don't think he'll take it that far.
Oh, dang. What's his limit? What is he, does he like?
Um,
Anyways,
I hear something with some bass in it, so
does Miss Tara like you like the bass? You like bass in
I just like
raps?
rap music. Mhm. I like good
East
beats.
Coast, West Coast, South, South,
South, yeah,
South.
South
Ti?
and West Coast. I like Ti.
I think Ti is a legend. I think Ti is a legend.
Yeah, Ti was like that, like
King
in
was
his
like,
prime.
man, when he had like when he dropped King and ATL in the same year, did a
Hmm.
album and a movie.
Rubber Band Man.
He took Nunu's necklace. He took New I was about to break my mic. He took Nunu's like, give me that. Give me that.
Rubber Band Man was
You trying to
good,
act all ghetto and you prim and proper.
and his son is a
Got a
mess.
Picasso in your house.
His
Got a
son is a mess.
you got a
Kingsley.
Picasso. You got a Picasso. You got a Picasso, Miss Tara. You got a Picasso. Leave me alone. All
His
right.
kids are so different. His kids are different.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Well, that wraps it up. Hey, we can't wait for May or June, whichever one you want. We can't wait for part two. That wraps it up for tonight. I'm your host, Wanda Burns. This has been Full Scope. See you later.